A state-of-the-art French warship has sailed into St. Petersburg. While it comes in peace, it also carries with it hopes of striking the largest ever military deal between Russia and a Western country.
The shipbuilding capital of Russia, St. Petersburg, is no stranger to seafaring novelties. But even here, the appearance of this French assault ship has made quite an impression.
It's such an enormous ship. I can't begin to comprehend how it was able to squeeze into here because the river is just so narrow.
Built to carry 16 heavy helicopters and up to 70 vehicles, Mistral has both time and space on its side, the combination that most Russian carriers have so far failed to master. The disadvantage came to the fore during the last year war in South Ossetia, when it took the Russian Black Sea Fleet more than a day to carry out amphibious landing operations. Soon after, Russia's top brass began expressing interest in the French ships.
There
are certain issues still to be resolved between our ministries, but we can definitely say that we are interested in buying not one, but several vessels.
Self-sufficient in its navy procurements, Russia has never before expressed interest in buying foreign-made vessels, let alone from a NATO country. Yet top military officials insist the purchase of Mistral will not only strengthen the country's defenses, it may also give a new shot to Russia's shipbuilding industry. In addition to a French-made ship, Russia also hopes to buy a license to produce such vessels at home.
Undoubtedly, the majority of our ships are outdated. Our maintenance and service bases were all but neglected after the collapse of the USSR. Many dockyards have been lost.
While the idea seems to be passing Russian admirals with flying colors, most analysts described it as extravagance, too expensive, too complicated, and yet not entirely justified.
This ship was designed for distant overseas operations. For France, it's justifiable. The US Navy has similar vessels. It's necessary for nations which have interests overseas. Russia doesn't have that. Our geopolitical interests lie within the post-Soviet area.
The decision on the purchase of Mistral is expected to be made by the end of this week, as Russia's Prime Minister visits France. Therefore, the appearance of Mistral in Vladimir Putin's hometown may not be entirely accidental. If the sale ever goes through, Mistral will be the largest vessel Russia has ever bought abroad, both in terms of size and its price tag. But the question is whether Russia can really afford such colossal ambitions. The country's shipbuilding industry still hasn't escaped the dire straits of the global economic crisis, and some argue the 500 million euros that this ship will cost could be better spent at home. RT, St. Petersburg.
Coming up to 22 minutes past the hour here in the Russian